Welcome to The Road, Season 2, Episode 1. To be completely honest, this is actually the second time I've tried to record this intro. And what had happened is I was actually in the same kind of area. Right now I'm here just into Oklahoma on the highway 84, no, not 84, 54. What's wrong with me? Just came out of Stratford a little while ago. And I was in the same situation, that's a nice Freightliner. I was in the same situation last week actually, and for some reason my camera didn't record, so that was great. And but all the other scenes they recorded fine, and they had an okay camera angle, except for a little extra that I'm going to slam on here. So I have actually had a chance to kind of get the camera angle a little bit better, and the rest of the video may not have, the camera angle may not be quite as nice. And also, I'm not sure if you just heard that, maybe it'll do it here again. Up this little hill. Squeaking sound. We're thinking that there's going to be an exhaust manifold gasket, or maybe a head gasket, or potentially both, that are pretty much shot. So that's going to happen until we can actually figure out, until it gets bad enough to where we can see exactly where it is, and then we'll fix that. I was going to let you hear how this truck, well, in the previous recording I let you hear how the truck sounded. However, like I said, it didn't record, or it was corrupted or something, and now we're just cruising down the road, so there's too much wind noise to hear it anyways. I'll stick it on somewhere, maybe in episode 2. But we're headed for Nebraska. Well, now we're going back into that past tense. I'm actually headed just a little ways into Kansas. But the rest of this episode, I'm going to be heading over to Nebraska, to a fertilizer place. I come out of New Mexico with a load of fertilizer, and yeah, of course, like I was trying to say earlier, that this is kind of new and a little bit experimental. The field of view, honestly, is a little bit too big. I should have said it's smaller, but I decided to keep it like this for this beginning recording here. And I also need to mention that I don't really have time. Excuse me. I don't really have time to stop just to clean my windshield. Right now I had it cleaned real nice and good back in Stratford, and when I put in fuel there. But unfortunately, as the video goes on, you'll notice how the condition of my windshield cleanliness, wow, that was much more complicated than it needed to be. It deteriorates. It gets a lot dirtier. And I'm sorry about that, but there's not really a whole lot I can do about it. Like I said, I can't really afford to lose a whole bunch of time just to clean the window, so you guys don't have to look at a couple little bug spots. And I have seen some of the footage, and it's honestly not quite as dramatic as I thought it was, so you'll have to just bear with old me. He thought it, and I mean, it does look, in real life, it's exactly what I'm explaining it as, but I will explain it as. But how about we go do that now? And who said Kansas was flat? There's all kinds of hills, well, right here anyways. Other places, yeah, it's pretty flat. I remember this hill. Strangely enough, I had a tailwind last time too. Yep, definitely not flat. Not completely flat anyways. I probably sound terrible. It feels like everything has gotten worse this past couple hours. Well, we're still traveling north on the Highway 83. sun's about to set. We're just passed through a cloud of, I'm assuming it's dust from harvesting. This looks like a feedlot here on the right. We just passed through a little town known as Scott City. And I forgot to mention earlier that I haven't really tested the camera angle or the field of view in this setup yet. I messed around with the camera a little bit, but I don't know how this camera angle is going to look, so I guess I just suckered you guys into being my camera testers, I guess. Sorry about that. Well, I hope you don't mind. Well, I still got... sun's fixing to set. I still got a couple hours to go. So, since we're not going to be making it to the destination today, I'll probably bring you guys back tomorrow to continue this off a little more, finish it up. So, until then, have a good one. Luke County. Well, we're back. We're on the highway 183 headed north. We're about to turn right onto the highway 91. But this is a part, or like, scene of Nebraska I've never seen before. I guess I've always been, I've seen hills not quite this steep, but this many trees I have not seen before in this corner of the world. It kind of reminds me of Montana, to be completely honest. Or one little spot in Montana. Somebody enjoying the nice cool air. Let's close that. Yeah, a ways back they were harvesting corn, and of course my windshield's all full of bugs and junk, so I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see. Well, we got about another 2 hours to the destination. Welcome to just about middle of nowhere, Nebraska. Now, this brings me to a point. This is what I love about pulling hopper bottoms. You usually are out of town, or edge of town, small town, that kind of stuff. I enjoy that. You guys already know I'm no stranger to dirt roads, and so this doesn't really bother me. I wish... Well, I'm glad they're grading it so it's nice and smooth. However, it does make my job just a little bit more difficult since I arrived right while they were doing it. So like I said, this is what I love about pulling a hopper bottom. You get to see the country. Now this is one of those weird ones. Normally you wouldn't end up on a dirt road, but this is one of those places where they have fertilizer place or feedlot, feed mill, kind of in the middle of nowhere, and I'm bringing them their stuff. In case you haven't already heard, it sounds like exhaust manifold gasket starting to go bad. You can hear it sometimes. But we're getting pretty close to destination, so I think I'm going to be calling it right here. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed episode 1 of second season of The Road. And in, I guess, PFT style, we are ending up here on a dirt road again. That's for sure not a problem. And I apologize if the camera angle is all out of whack and the windshield is all full of bugs, because it is. Hopefully, I'll get a chance to take a look at all that stuff and adjust angles and all that good stuff. So thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time, have a good one. What? Oklahoma? Looks kind of like Arizona to me.